This conference will now be recorded.
So the summary of what we discussed in the last two sessions, I'll explain and continue with the further discussion. And in detail, if some of you, if you did not attend first two sessions, I recommend you to watch those first two videos. If you don't have, just ping me, I will share, and make sure to watch those sessions before next class. Okay, so to start with, this course is Salesforce, right? So Salesforce is a software company which is having headquarters in San Francisco. Okay, so this company, by following the cloud computing concept, they are offering some of the services. Cloud computing means everything we do through internet. Such kind of process we call as cloud computing. Okay, it is like, so maybe on day to day, right? If someone says I'm working for programming, right? Which programming? The next question, which programming? Right? Program means we know some set of statements. If it executes some result, it will give. But which programming? Java, .NET, right? Python, right? There are different programming languages out there in the market. C, C++, many things. Okay, so this Java, which company is offering this Java programming language? Oracle. There is a company called Oracle. That company, by following the programming standards, they are offering Java language. Java is one of the technology. In the same way, Microsoft company, right? So Microsoft company, by following the programming principles, they are offering .NET language, right? You see people working for .NET, right? In the same way, Python belongs to one of the company, right? In the same way, when we say cloud computing, so it is just a definition, right? It is nothing but internet computing, right? Everything what we access through internet, such kind of services we call as cloud computing services, right? So by following that, there are some companies in the market like Oracle, like Microsoft. There are companies, there are like Amazon, right? So this company, what they are providing, they are offering AWS, Amazon Web Services, right? So Amazon Web Services mainly deals with the hardware, the infrastructure as a service, right? Through cloud. No one, so if someone is starting the company, they don't need to buy the server hardware, right? Server is like a supercomputer. They don't need to invest buying the hardware and a lot of investment. Through internet, they can access the AWS servers offered by the Amazon company, right? So not only this company, there are many companies. Okay, so Microsoft Azure, right? You might be hearing about this, right? They are also very famous for infrastructure as a service. This is offered by Microsoft, right? In the same way, Google company, Google Cloud Platform, right? They are also offering infrastructure as a service from Google, right? So there are many companies. So they are following the cloud computing principles, means the process of offering services through internet and providing the infrastructure as a service. In the same way, software Salesforce is also one of the company by following this cloud computing concept. This Salesforce company, they are offering software as a service and platform as a service. Okay, they are not offering infrastructure as a service. They are specialized with software as a service and platform as a service. Software as a service means they provide the applications which can be accessible through internet, right? If any company, if they want application, they need to register with Salesforce. Through internet, they can log into Salesforce account and access the application, right? So which applications they are providing? They are providing CRM applications. Okay, software as a service, CRM applications. As part of this, at high level, see marketing, sales, and the service. Okay, so these applications they are providing, right? So these applications are based on CRM. CRM means customer relationship management. In our last session, we discussed in detail about this one, right? So these three applications, if any company, if they want CRM related application, they can register with Salesforce and they get all these applications. Which companies need CRM application? Any company who do the business. Most of the companies on day to day to organize the information, the interactions with the customers, the companies needs a CRM, right? So already we discussed customer relationship management. So one of the example, let's say, already I gave many examples. Let me take one more different example to make you understand, right? So let's say you need internet, right? Based on the country, you see different famous internet service providers. Let's say in India, Airtel is one of the company offering internet and telecommunication services, right? So this Airtel company, day-to-day business, how they organize. So first of all, how people know about this Airtel internet. There is something like Airtel internet is there, how people know. So this Airtel company, they maintain different teams. They recruit some employees, right? Marketing representatives. They recruit sales representatives. They recruit, right? So call center people, support representatives, right? They may be classified into different divisions and they recruit the employees, right? This marketing related employees. So what they will do, their job is, people in the market should know that Airtel company is offering the internet services, right? So for these marketing employees, they need one application where they organize the information, right? Mostly as part of the marketing activity, they need to give the advertisements, right? So there can be different types of advertisements, distributing flyers or maybe internet advertisements, TV advertisements, paper advertisements, right? So let's say they have a budget of, let's say 1 million to introduce this broadband connection in the market, right? How they are spending that $1 million. So they need one application where they capture all this information in an organized way. So as part of this marketing application, Salesforce company, to store all the advertisement related information, they provide a table called campaign, right? It's like a table. So here they create, right? Let's say TV advertisement, let's say 20K US dollars, paper advertisements, right? So let's say they are spending 10K US dollars. So like that, so all this marketing representative, they access this application and store all the advertisement related information in a table. Right? What is the advantage with the advertisement? Right? Campaign is nothing but advertisement. So in market, people knows about this internet, right? So people try to contact the marketing reps, right? They might be providing their mobile number or email address, or they might be providing the Airtel website where people can fill the form and submit, right? So they get responses, right? Anyone who respond to the campaign, try to know about the advertisement, right? The campaign, what they are offering, those we call as lead. Okay, lead is nothing but inquiry, right? In easy terms, it's like a advertisement, right? Lead is nothing but inquiry, right? This inquiry is from whom, which person inquired. We need that person, maybe name, email address, mobile number. Is that person is an individual person, or is that person belongs to a company? Let's say Airtel company, they give internet connection not only to the individual person, right? They also offer internet services for the companies. Let's say there is a software company. There is a new software company. They started and they need internet for 100 employees, right? So they also inquire, right? So that information will be stored here. So who is that person, right? Let's say Arpita is one of the person inquired behalf of, right, a company called, let's say, XYZ something, some company. Okay, so that will be stored here. Okay, so now what will happen? This Airtel marketing, right? The Airtel employees, they call to this person and inquire, right? So try to convince, right? Let's say, so this person is showing further interest. So if the lead as part of the inquiry is responding positively to know further details, the lead can be converted into the account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, already we discussed high level, again I'm explaining. Okay, so here account is nothing but the company, this XYZ Limited, and the contact is this person, Arpita, who responded from that company. And what is the deal, right? So here again, easily if you want to understand, this account is nothing but company, right? In this table, XYZ Limited, that information, right? Contact is nothing but the employee of that account, that company, right? So just high level I'm giving, right? Not only name, maybe email, phone, all other details, right? Email. They collect all that information. In the same way here, company, name of the company, what is the address of the company, what is the what is the maybe what are the employees count in that company, all those details will be captured, right? So here deal is the opportunity, is the deal, means what they want. They need internet for, let's say, 100 employees, right? 100 employees, internet. Something, that's a deal, right? So like this, in each and every phase of the interaction in the business, what is happening will be captured, right? So once this opportunity is generated, mostly this opportunity, sales reps, right? Sales team, then they'll come into the picture. So there is a deal. They need to convince and explain what are the benefits they are providing, what is the discount they are providing. Their job is convincing and making that customer to buy, making this XYZ company to close the deal successfully, right? So they might ask for some quotation, right? Quote. So all those things will be there. Okay, so the sales team will take care of doing all those things. Okay, so after that, if they close the deal successfully, money will be generated, right? This company took the internet connection. The next phase is, let's say one day the internet is not working, right? Immediately they'll call to support, right? Service. The support representatives, they use this service application. Here they will be having the options to create a request, right? So any service request, right? In easy way to understand, it is like a service request. Anything, any problem, any, let's say they are requesting for the bill, or they're requesting for the maintenance or something, can be captured as a case. In case table, they capture and provide the solution, right? In some cases, so some of the problems, how they resolve, they store in the table called solutions. Or nowadays, instead of solutions, knowledge articles, you'll hear about this one. Okay, so like this, so different categories of that company, they use this CRM application, right? So Airtel is one of the example. In the same way, any business, right, on day to day, what they are dealing with the customers, to capture those interactions, they need CRM software. Salesforce is one of the topmost company providing the CRM application through cloud, through internet. Before Salesforce, there are companies like Siebel, maybe PeopleSoft. Some companies, some technologies are there. Those are not cloud based. Those are not internet based. But once Salesforce introduced this through cloud, so Salesforce became the number one CRM platform through cloud. Okay, there are competitors. So Microsoft Dynamics 365, right, from Microsoft company, they also provide the CRM. SAP CRM, Oracle CRM, those are failed in the market. Now you don't see, I think, SAP CRM, Oracle CRM, very, no one use that. Okay, so the nearest competitor is maybe Microsoft Dynamics 365, but most of the market share is with Salesforce. Yes, just understand that. Okay, so what this company, they offer these services. Companies like Airtel, maybe, right? In previous example, we discussed about Apple company or any company to run their business. They need CRM. They choose maybe Microsoft Dynamics 365 or Salesforce, right? They do research and which is best, they choose that, right? So it's like that. Okay, and also the advantage with Salesforce, not only providing these applications, they are also providing the platform, right? The thing is, these are like ready-made application, right? So when we buy some ready-made thing, and on top of that, if you want to alter and use it as per however you want, right? So we do some modifications, right? In the same way, there are different types of companies in the market. Maybe Airtel, Apple, maybe some healthcare company, right? So let's say Philips is one of the healthcare company. So everyone, they use CRM, but the way they run the business might be different. Right? On top of this ready-made applications, whatever Salesforce offer, they need some modifications to suit for their business. Right? For healthcare, the way they need is different. Right? For Airtel, right? Broadband telecom services, the way they need the application is different. Right? To allow the companies to modify these ready-made applications as per their requirements, Salesforce is also offering platform as a service. As a platform as a service, they are providing Force.com platform. Force.com or nowadays directly Salesforce is asking to keep as Salesforce.com. This platform, right? So on this platform, all these ready-made applications, whatever Salesforce is offering, can be modified. But in the process of modifying these applications as per the right company, whoever is using that CRM, their needs, it's not that every time we need to write the code and do the development. As part of this platform, Salesforce is mainly offering the configuration tools, right? The point and click tools. Just click on new, give some name, give some formula, right? Like that. With the point and click, without writing any code, we can achieve some of the requirements, some of the modifications we can make for the standard applications, whatever Salesforce offer, right? Sometimes these configuration tools are not sufficient to achieve some of the requirements, some of the modifications. So at that time we have customization, right? So customization means development. We need to do the development. Configuration means point and click, admin. That's why as part of this course you see, right, administration, and after that development. Okay, so high level, these are the things we discuss. Okay, I think already I explained. At high level, again, I am explaining in case some of you, if you are joining newly, right? So mostly all those things already I explained. Okay, so please watch the previous recordings. Okay, and also maybe, right? So the question is, what we need to do after joining in a company for Salesforce, which kind of job we get and what we need to do, right? To know that. Okay, so here, so already I started with one of the example, right? And also before starting, So why Salesforce? Why not other platforms, right? Like Java. Okay, so the thing is, right? So if you want to develop the basic CRM application with Java, everything should be developed from the scratch. The UI, the web page, when we click on something on the page in the background, whatever the logic it executes, Java language, to store that data in an organized way, some database, Oracle, MongoDB, SQL Server. There are many databases. Okay? So, and also to store that information, server is needed. Server is like a supercomputer to hold all that big information. Right? So the company need to buy everything and invest on all these resources for 6 months. Most important thing, even though they spend that much money, they need to wait for 6 months. But Salesforce, in a minute, they can register and have everything inbuilt UI, inbuilt business logic, inbuilt database, inbuilt server space. No need to invest on these many resources. Instead of these many people, 2 or 3 people they can manage, right? Based on the complexity of the application. Okay, so in minutes, they are getting the application and they can start using. So that's the advantage. That's why Salesforce, all companies, even including startup companies, so they are looking for Salesforce because no need to invest anything. Pay monthly and take the service, right? That's the process. Okay, so just understand. So in our example, what we do, let's say we need to work for one project belongs to Apple client, right? So how we work, so how they start, right? Let's say Apple company to manage their day-to-day business interactions, right? All their customers and all their deals, everything. They need CRM and let's say Salesforce. They choose Salesforce, right? So maybe, right? So in our example, I think, so let's say I think these 2 persons are responsible to get the CRM application for this Apple company. They decided to go with Salesforce, right? So how they start? So they visit the salesforce.com website. There are Salesforce editions, right? So here, based on the edition, so let's say they need sales application or service or marketing or everything, or they need everything, or maybe they need only enterprise on one of the specific application. There are editions. Okay, so they can also talk to the sales rep directly with the Salesforce, right? Based on their requirements, they also suggest. So this Apple company is a big company, and they want to go with the unlimited. They want to use marketing, sales, service, everything. Click on try. In a minute, they can fill the form and have the Salesforce account. Like that, they start. And also, it is 30 days free. 30 days they can use it for free. After that, once they satisfied, then they can really pay and continue. Okay, this is how in general companies start. Let's say Apple company, they explode everything and they also purchase Salesforce, right? So in general, any company when they register with Salesforce, whatever they get, we call that as production. Production means the live environment where the applications will be there and the employees of this Apple company, they log in and access those applications, right? Production. Okay, in general, once they sign up to log in, all the employees of this Apple company, they go to this website login.salesforce.com, enter the username and password and login, right? So also we need to understand when we sign up, it is not for a personal, for one person, right? When this account is created, this account is created for the company. In our example, for the Apple company. Okay, maybe initially one person register and log into that Apple company Salesforce production. Later, that person can create few more users for their colleagues, right? And there can be hundreds of thousands of employees of this Apple company with their own username and password. They log in and access the information. So it's like that. Okay, but here if you register 30 days free trial, after 30 days, if you don't pay, it will expire. We don't want the account which will expire after 30 days, right? Whoever want to start with Salesforce and understand how a Salesforce application looks, how we use the configuration or the customization, the platform options, whatever they are providing, how we deal with that, to know all these things. Okay, so Salesforce offering a edition called Developer Edition, right? Like Enterprise Edition, Unlimited Edition. Salesforce company, they are offering Developer Edition. So all of you, okay, so whoever want to learn Salesforce, you need to visit this website and click on register now. Okay, and I think they changed it. Again, click on register. So I think it is routing to something else on top. So this is something like they are advertising. Again, click on this register now. So sorry, so not this. Okay, I think somehow they are routing to something different. Okay, so here, do one thing on top. So we have this button, browse trials. Click on that one. Okay, you need to click on that one. Okay, because I think they changed the website, the way how we register. Okay, so just click on that one. And you need to somehow find this Salesforce Developer Edition. Click on this one and sign up. Enter first name, last name, valid email address. It's not like something wrong, because you need to check your email and set the password. Valid email address. And also, already if you have the account with the same email address, it is fine. In the same email address, there can be many accounts. I have hundreds of accounts. Okay, so valid email address, role can be anything. Just choose developer of whatever option is there. Yes, any option is fine. Yeah. And the company name, in general, it should be the name of the company. In our example, Apple. If you want to give any other name, you can give, right? And the country, mostly whatever the country you stay, just choose that. Postal code, you can give anything. They won't validate. Username should be the unique one, right? In general, it should be the first name dot last name @ company.com, right? It's like Banu dot whatever the surname, that one @apple.com, like that, right? But for our accounts, we can give however you feel. Okay. In last session, already we registered and we gave the name like this, Banu, right? This is the company name. I'm giving as batch104.com. Okay, so this is the username. And once you sign up, you need to wait for few minutes and check your email. Right, you get email something like this. You need to click on verify and set the password. Right. So that's what all of you need to do. Now we have the account. Right, like assume that like Apple company, they registered and they have production. For us also we have same thing. We have the account. Only for registering, you need to go to this developer.salesforce.com. Right, the URL is already on top in the list of websites. It is there. You can also access from there. But on day-to-day to login, no need to go to developer.salesforce.com. Okay, once you register, next time on day-to-day to login, you need to go to login.salesforce.com. Here, enter username and password and login. Right. In our case, already in last class, I have registered. This is the username, password. This is the password. Okay, click on login. Okay, once you log in, right, this is how, right? All we need to have is internet. Go to this website, enter your username, password, login. This is the account. We logged into this batch 104 with one user. Maybe in this there can be many users, right? For company, not for a single person, right? So maybe for your practice, only you might be the user, but you can also create users for your friends or someone if you want to work with them like that. Here there can be many users. Everyone, they log in with their corresponding username and password and access this account. Okay, so that's the process. So far, before I explain about other things, any questions on whatever I explained today? I mean, so far. So if you have any questions, you can unmute and ask your questions at any point of time. Okay. Yeah, now the main thing what we need to know when you deal with the Salesforce, you see people talking about lightning experience in the Salesforce Classic, right? So the way we see this website, the look and feel how you are seeing, so it is classified as lightning experience, and the olden days it used to be with a different style that was like Salesforce Classic. Okay, now the way how you are seeing, maybe before 2015 it was something different. There's still, right, once you log in, on top right, this is the view profile icon. You can click on that one and you see the option Salesforce Classic. This was the old look and feel, right? The way how it looks, you see here, is different when compared to previously what we saw. And so people talk about this, but this is old. Nowadays 90% everyone use Lightning experience. Mostly we work with the Lightning experience. Again, to switch back to that, you need to click on this switch to Lightning experience. This is what we use throughout this training. Mostly we use this experience. Okay, so just understand, So now when I started explaining, I am saying Salesforce company, they offer CRM applications and also platform. So where are these CRM applications? So once you log in to see the applications, okay, and also before we understand this, we just need to know the basic terminology, right? Little bit technically what we call in Salesforce is different. In Salesforce, each project is like one application. We create one application, right? Let's say recruitment. To manage recruitment, company needs a application, right? For that project, we say we create one application like that. One project is like one application. And if you see on day-to-day table, right? Table means you know how it looks, right? Rows and columns and some data. Here, the table we call as object, right? The database table in Salesforce we call as object, right? In a table, already I think I explained in last session. In a table, whatever the column you see, right? That we call as field in Salesforce, right? So the row we call as record, okay? And also in general, when you deal with the database table to get the data, we need to write some database commands like SQL, DML. But when we deal with Salesforce with point and click, no need to write any command. You can see something like a tab. Tab is nothing but internally it links to an object, right? You see the tab on the UI. When you click on the tab, Salesforce will take care of executing these queries, bring that data and show on the UI, right? It links to an object. Object is nothing but the table. In the first few classes, I'll say maybe sometimes object table like that. But after a few sessions, we have to understand this terminology. I'll say directly object record like that. Okay, just get to know. So now, so here to see the applications, once you log into Salesforce, left side, we have these dots. So this one we call as app launcher. Okay, so you need to click on that one. That we call as app launcher, right? That's the technical. So maybe initially we don't know what to call, right? I'm saying dots, but this is app launcher. When people say click on app launcher, you need to click on this one, right? Here you can search for the application. For us, when we start newly, we don't know the names. So what you can do, click on view all. And if you see here, you are seeing the list of applications. So here, most important, as part of the CRM, the marketing application. If you see, this is the marketing application. And also we have sales application. And also we have service application. Okay, and there are many other things. Slowly, we'll understand the other things. The most important things are these applications as part of the CRM. Okay, I'm choosing this marketing application, right? So when you choose, this is nothing but the application, right? In Salesforce, application is nothing but the collection of tabs. So this is the name of the application, marketing. Here, all these things we call as tabs, right? If you see, tab is nothing but linked to an object, right? So that's what I told, right? So here, this is one tab, this is one tab, this is one tab, right? Campaign is a tab, and which is internally links to an object. Object means nothing but a database table, right? called campaign. Okay, so mostly what will happen, the marketing representatives, right? So whatever I think here I'm saying marketing team, they work. So these people, they log in and they open this application and they start working, right? How they store the advertisement campaign is nothing but the advertisement, right? The marketing reps and day to day they log in, click on this campaigns. Campaign is a tab. When you click on this tab, it will, Salesforce will query from the campaign database table. And database table in Salesforce is object, and you'll see that information here. Okay, so here the thing is you are not seeing anything. Okay, so the thing is here we have the views. We call this as list views. Instead of showing all the data from the campaign database table based on these list views, it filters the data. Which type of data? Do you want to see all the data, or want to see only recently opened rows in the table, right? Or you want to see today or yesterday or last week? All those kind of things we can create based on the need. But these are the standard list views. Means in general, if any client when they register, in general they see like this. Recently means recently opened. All means all the campaigns information present in the database. Basically all these records you are seeing, right? But who created? I did not create. In general, whenever any client when they register with Salesforce, because right they registered and they want to understand how it works, Salesforce they provide the sample data, right? In real time, right? Really when you work for a client, they don't want this, just we delete this. Okay, so but this is a sample data to play. Now if you see on day to day, for us it is a table having a column campaign name, column start date, having the rows in the table, right? But in Salesforce, right, this campaigns table, we call this table as object, this column as field, we call campaign name field, start date field, end date field, right? And instead of row, right, this entire thing we call as a record. This terminology difference. Okay, we can open, right? You can open a specific record, a specific row. Click on this one, it opens. So we call this one as campaign record page, right? Campaign lightning record page. That's what we say. Okay, so here you are seeing that campaign name, TM campaign to top customers. This is the name of the campaign. And these are the key fields. So what is the type of the campaign? Direct email. This campaign is completed. Start date and end date, I think it was over. Okay, so this part, right? So in this page, this header part here, whatever you are seeing, this one we call as highlights panel. Okay, going forward, if someone says highlights panel, you need to look into this part. Okay, the key information needed will be displayed here. Okay, but it's not that only this information. There are many other details about this campaign, right? Campaign is nothing but advertisement. You see those details here. You need to click on that one. Details. Now here, see even more details. So who is the owner? I think this is the marketing rep. or the person who created this. This is the name and it is active, right? So the expected revenue, the budget for this campaign is, I think, 2.5 million. Because and sorry, this is like expected revenue due to this campaign. I think the budget is 25K. Yeah, I think they spent only, right, 23,500 US dollars. Okay, so all these are the details, right? Also related means sometimes, right? So from these advertisements, right, how many leads, opportunities generated, those kind of things here. More we'll understand slowly. This is how we need to understand. Okay. So now, when you click on this tab, you are seeing this record. If you want to see, you need to choose that list view all, and you are seeing. I want to create new advertisement, new campaign. You can create. No need to write any command. Everything is point and click. All we need to do, let's say there is a campaign. Let's say we want to give some paper advertisement, right? Newspaper advertisement, something like that. Okay, you can click on new, right? You can give whatever the name you want. As a marketing rep, they give, right? Newspaper advertisement January 2023, something like this, right? Maybe they want to activate later, just they're creating now. This one is advertisement. That's status, planned or in progress or completed. So let's say planning status. Let's say it'll start from 9th. It should end by this month end. So like that, the marketing rep, right? So what is the budget? Let's say $1,000, right? Like this. In Salesforce, we can also say, right? 1,000 is like 1K, right? 1K is 1,000, right? If you type, right, K, right? Salesforce will automatically take care of keeping those zeros. If you want 1 million, right? Keep that. Salesforce will take care of that. Okay. You can just make use of these tricks. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, actual, not giving anything. So save it. If you see, right, this is the way how we create the record, right? Record means row. One row, what new row we created in the campaign table. This is how, right? In the same way, how we modify, right? I want to modify some information. Let's say I want to make this one as active. You can click on this one. So you can click on this pencil icon, edit, check this and save so that it will be activated, right? Or the other way to modify, on top right here, this we call as buttons. Technically we call as lightning quick actions. Here we have an action, edit. Right? It's up to you. If you directly go and modify, save, that also works. When you click on edit here, all fields are editable. You can modify. It's up to you, right? Just I'm showing the different ways, right? Let's say now expected revenue. So let's say
Can we change
200.
the currency in this?
Yeah. So
Options, right? Okay.
if you want, you can change. right? Save. Right. This is how we modify.
Currently
Yeah.
it is in dollars, right? Can we make it change it to rupees?
Yes, we can do. So that we'll see. Okay. So going forward as one topic. Okay. So this now whatever we are doing is like a end user, right? End user means we are pretending like a marketing rep, right? It's like one of the marketing rep we logged in and what they do, right? The end users are nothing but who use this application at the end of the day. Those are the end users. Now we are pretending like this marketing rep and testing, right? So now again, client says, I don't want US dollars. I want to see this in Indian rupees or euros. That's the requirement. And for that only we join the company and work, right? Once you join the company, you need to work on those kind of requirements. They need European, maybe euros instead of US dollars. There is a configuration where we need to go there and change so that it will be reflected here. That still we did not start. Okay. Here we are understanding in the end user perspective. Later we see as a administrator how we configure and achieve. As a developer, how we develop, all those things. We'll see that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions so far? Someone is questioning highlights panel. Highlights panel is the top part here. Okay, so the key information about the campaign, right? So mainly for this campaign name, what is the type of this campaign, and what is the status, what is start date, end date. These are the key fields. It is showing here on top. Let's say as per the client requirement, they want to see one more field which is very key for them. For that only we need to work for the configuration, right? Our job would be making those kind of changes. That is next level, right? Once we understand this, we'll go to this phase of right configuration and customization and do all those things. Yeah, someone is trying to ask question, but we are not able to hear. I think Oma.
Hi, Srini.
Yeah.
There is a new commands like a new contact, new opportunity, and all. No, what you call that buttons or the commands?
Yeah. On day to day, we call button. Technically, we call these as lightning quick actions. Right? If someone say quick action,
Okay,
so all
and
these
the main
quick
are
action.
supposed to be called as highlighting panel, right?
So this part, these are quick actions in the highlights panel, right? So this entire thing is highlights panel, right? Mainly this piece. Okay.
And regarding this currency, every time we are supposed to mention that IST or there's supposed to be some master setup, right? Something related to currencies and exchange rates, right?
Yeah, correct. If I show now, you will get the confusion, right? So we have the topic, right? Everything, whatever we are discussing now, right? Let's say I want one new field here for the highlights panel, or I want to change the currency. All those are the topics. So what we do as part of the configuration. That time I'll explain, right? Now if I go and explain, it leads to confusion.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you can stay on mute. I think we are getting some disturbance. Yeah, any other questions, anyone? Okay. Yeah.
So, Srinu, when you click on the campaigns tab, right? Can you go and click on the campaigns tab for a second?
Yes.
Yeah. So in that we see the recently viewed campaigns and as well as all campaigns, right? When you click on the drop down menu, yeah.
Yeah.
So you said like these are like default list views like given by the Salesforce, and
Yeah.
we also said that we can also create the list view of our own, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Uh,
So
okay. In order
from
to achieve that, what do we need to do?
yeah. So here you see the option list view controls, and from here you can create. Okay.
Click on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That as part of the configuration topic, I'll explain.
Sure.
Right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
if I explain again,
No
we
worries. No worries. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Any other questions? Anyone? Yeah. So now we are pretending like a marketing rep and understanding. So how they see and how they access. Okay. Later, the later part. So slowly we'll understand how we configure. Okay. So now what we did, we know how we click here. We choose the list views, open the record. We know how we create a new one. Once you create the new one, how we modify this one also we know. Somehow I don't want this one. I want to delete as a marketing rep whatever I created. Somehow I don't want. I want to delete. That is also possible. For that you need to go to this, right? More quick actions here. You see delete. Click on delete. Can click on delete. But again, after deleting, again I want that. Right? Sometimes people delete and again they want. Okay, so if you want, so we have recycle bin. Okay, to access the recycle bin, you need to click on app launcher. App launcher is nothing but these dots left side. This we call as app launcher, right? Just click on app launcher. Here simply search for recycle. We have the option recycle bin, right? This is also like a tab. Okay, recycle bin, right? So it's a temporary tab. Now here, whatever we deleted is here, right? This one. Can click on this one, and you can click on restore, and again if you go back, it will be there. So now here, I want to explain about one point. So when we delete the record, it's not forever you see in the recycle bin, right? Maybe if you are using Windows or Mac, if you delete a file, unless you clear this, it will be there. Even after 2 months, 1 year also it will be there. But here it's not like that. Once you delete any record, it will move to this recycle bin. In recycle bin, it keeps only for 15 days. Okay, we have the chance to coming to this recycle bin and undelete the deleted record is not older than 15 days. If it is older than 15 days, automatically Salesforce will delete. Okay, if it is before 15 days, those records we can find and we can undelete. Okay, this is one of the limitation. Okay, the thing is when we deal with the Salesforce, right, it is cloud based, right? Internet, through internet we are getting this service from Salesforce. So in the behind the scenes, what will happen? Okay, now here we need to focus little bit. Okay, so when we registered, we got the Salesforce production. We logged into this account. All these company employees, they can log in and access these applications. So now this is the built-in UI, right? When I click on these things, whatever some actions are happening, Salesforce have the default business logic. And also whatever data we are creating, Salesforce is storing in their database. Which database? We say Salesforce database, but behind the scenes they are using, I think, Oracle. That we don't bother. We say Salesforce database. But where this data is saved? In the Salesforce server. How we know that which server? Because Salesforce company, they have thousands of customers. Practically, they cannot manage all the company's information in the same server, right? Server is like a supercomputer. One computer, one supercomputer is not sufficient for them, right? So they have hundreds of servers. Okay, so for us to see, okay, once you log into Salesforce here, this we call as setup icon, right? Gear icon, or say someone say click on setup, we need to click on this icon, setup. This is the normal setup. Service setup is something different. You need to click on that, click on this setup. Okay. So just I'm trying to show you. So when you click on that left side, right, as soon as you see setup, that means we are in the setup area. Search for company, right? Search for company. Click on company information. Yeah, I'll take maybe 5 more minutes. Okay, just this is one of the important point. Okay, so this in general, this is the name of the company, right? So here, what I'm trying to show you, we got our information, our company, whatever we registered, that information Salesforce is storing in this server, NA224 server. Here NA means North America. Okay, so where we see the Salesforce servers information, there is a website called trust.salesforce.com. Okay, just trust Salesforce. Just search for that. So otherwise, here on top, I kept all these websites. Okay, you see somewhere Salesforce servers. You can just copy and paste. Okay. So once you open this again, nowadays Salesforce acquired many other things. Okay, so here, especially you need to click on Salesforce services. Click on status. Okay. So now here, you see here, all these are the Salesforce servers. In general, if you see AP, it is Asia Pacific. Okay. These servers are located in Asia Pacific region, maybe Japan or India or China, somewhere, right? So America, right? North America. So when you choose this, see NA, right? NA means North America. Nowadays, specific to countries also, they introduce some servers. I think CAN means Canada. We are in Brazil, I think. You see these things. Okay, and also you see CS means customer sandbox. Okay, we have a concept called test environment. I'll explain so little later. So in general, making any new application changes, we don't do in production. We do in some test environments. For that, we create the sandbox, customer sandbox. You see all those sandboxes. So starting with CS. These are the servers. If you see, there are hundreds of servers, right? So since while registering, I think I choose USA. So NA224, right? So America, so let's choose this. I think somewhere this one. So our company, whatever we registered, while registering this, got space in this NA224 Salesforce server. Okay, and this server is only for this company, whatever we registered, right? Maybe in our example, Apple company. It's not like they give one server for one company. In this server, Apple company, they got some space and they have the application hosted in some part of this server. Maybe hundreds of other companies' information also might be in the same server, right? NA224 server is like a supercomputer, right? It is like you have your laptop, and so you have different maybe in laptop, right? Different users to log in. When you log in with that user, only that information, like that. So the same server. So many companies, when they register, they get some dedicated space from this server. Okay, so this is like a multi-tenant architecture, right? Multi-tenant. Already, I think we discussed, right? Cloud computing is based on multi-tenant. So same server. So they are distributing to multiple clients, right? Salesforce company, they are distributing the server to the multiple companies who want to use CRM and charging from them, right? So they are sharing their server with many companies and getting more profit. So now why I am explaining this one? Okay, so when we deal with these cloud-based services, because we share the server with other companies, there are some limitations. It's not everything unlimited. Okay, everything there is a upper limit. Okay, we can use only this much, right? So one of such kind of limit, when you delete a record in recycle bin, only up to 15 days they keep the records. After 15 days, Salesforce will delete all those records permanently. Okay, these limits we call as governor limits. Okay, so going forward, people talk about governor limits. This is one of the governor limits. These limits will vary version to version. Version means Salesforce, they keep on update this platform, right? So the CRM applications, whatever they are offering, keep on, they are trying to add new features and improve, right? So that's why, I mean, those we call as versions. In general, Salesforce yearly they release 3 versions. Okay, winter, spring, summer. Okay, now winter 23 version is going on. After winter 23, you see spring 23, summer 23, again winter 24. For sure, per year they release 3 versions. Version is nothing but the latest upgrade of, right, CRM applications or the platform features, right? If you see I'm using Mac laptop, this OS will have new version. Apple company keep on, they release new Apple phone, new versions, right? In the same way, whatever CRM platform Salesforce is offering, they keep on add new features and release new versions. Okay, so version to version, these limits might be changed. Long back, it was 45. Later, they decreased it to 30. Now 15 from many years. Okay, these limits. That's why we need to read the release notes. Whenever Salesforce release the new version, they release the release notes, and we need to read it and do that. So that's the background. Okay, I'm just trying to explain. Even again, I'll come back and explain in more details. So just to cover this point, I'm explaining, right? So that's the some of the operations. I think already I took more time. So any questions before we? I think tomorrow we continue and discuss further. And also for you, I think everyone whoever is joining after tomorrow, the timings, right, for until we complete the course. Okay, the timings. Okay, so if you are in India, okay, for you 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. or few days I take only up to 8 a.m. Okay, and if you are in USA, again based on the time zones, right, as per EST, it is 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. or maybe 9:30 p.m. right, 1 hour or 1.5 hour I take based on the topic. Okay, so for rest of the training tomorrow, again, because to avoid confusion, tomorrow also again demo. Demo means it's not like again I explain same thing. Today, wherever I am stopping, from there I'll continue and explain. You can join for free. Okay, after tomorrow, these are the timings. Okay, so India, so just remember this. If you are in US, as per EST, this one. For other time zone, you can convert and join as per this. Until the completion of the training, same timings. So any questions on this part? Any concerns on this? Yeah.
So, Srinu, so tomorrow it's going to be 8 a.m. only, right? 8 to 9.
Tomorrow, as per India, yeah, 8 a.m. only. Same time like today.
Okay.
Okay. So this is after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Means this is from 3rd, 4th John, right? Again, it is as per US it is 4th, but as per India it is 5th, right?
Yeah. Got it.
So these are the timings. But tomorrow same like today. Okay. And yeah, these notes I'll share with everyone. And if you are not getting these notes or the recording, try to check the spam folder also. Still, if you did not get it, just ping me in WhatsApp. I believe you know my WhatsApp number. Just ping me, or you have to. Your email should be there in my database, right? I think mostly everyone, I think registered here. Okay, so if you did not register, that means it might not be there in my database. You might not get any updates. Okay, so just I'm pinging. You can just fill your valid email address and details so that you will also get the updates.
So far, I got 2 demo recordings, Serena.
Yeah,
Is that
only 2 classes are completed, right? After that, I think more than 1 week I did not take class because
okay?
everyone
Okay, got it.
people
So, I,
gone.
so I did not miss anything, right?
Yes, this is the 3rd one.
Oh, okay, got it, got it.
Okay, yeah. Any questions before ending today? Anyone?
The admin course is for about 2 months, right?
In general, I say 4 weeks. It might take 4 to 6 weeks in between.
4 to 6 weeks. Okay,
Yeah, for admin.
okay.
And after that, development takes again
Okay.
3 months. But
So it does
10
not
minutes.
include the weekends. It's only during the weekdays.
Yeah, Monday in general, the class timings, right, as per India,
Mhm.
Tuesday to Friday. Okay, as per US, Monday to Thursday.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so mostly 90 minutes so that it covers 5 hours weekly. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. Yeah. So, any questions?
Srinu,
Yeah,
Srinu, one last question. Is it like a app platform app developer, right? That is also covered as part of development
yeah. So
session.
those are certifications, right? So easily you
Yeah,
can do
certification, but
those.
yeah,
Yeah, those
it's like
certifications.
concept, right?
Yeah, yeah. So this training motive is not only for only certification. Okay, the main purpose of this training, someone who want to know about Salesforce administration and development. After learning this course, you should be able to crack the interview. If you attend interview, you should be able to answer the questions whatever they ask. And after getting the job, you should be able to work. Okay, based on that, the topics will be discussed. But when you deal with the certification, you see some few extra things. Okay, so than what we deal on day to day. Okay, little bit those things you need to learn and take the certification exam. Obviously, this training will help 70%, some 30% things. There is something called Trailhead. Okay, I'll also explain about all these websites. You need to just go through some training modules. Also, there will be some terms. Terms means some sample exam questions. You have to prepare that and give the exam so that you will pass. It's like that. Okay.
So, Srinu, you will guide us to get that certification, right? That you can help us to.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, it's not like 100% whatever I explain will be in certification, right? That's not the motive of this training. This is for mainly for job purpose, interview cracking, and after getting job, we should be able to work. Certification, little bit extra, you need to prepare. For that, I'll guide you where you need to see the syllabus and practice, and also some sample questions. If you follow, you'll get it. And also, there will be some vouchers, some discounts. You get $140 or something. There is something. There is a WhatsApp group. Okay, after this demonstration, I will add you to some WhatsApp groups where some updates, new job openings, and certification, some discounts are there or something. Those updates you'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
And Srini, is there any
Yeah.
possibility to start 7:30 IST?
Sorry. Can you come again?
Is there any possibility to start class at 7:30 IST?
7:30. But most people, I think, they are going to office and asking to start from 7.
Srini, this is Lakshmi.
Yeah.
For me also the
Yeah.
timings it's difficult. It start by 7:30 or 7:45 because I will be
7.
busy with other work in the morning.
You are in US or India?
Yeah, Srini.
You are in India?
Yes.
Yeah, because what will happen, I think in US time will be changed. Again, we need to change that time also. That time for us, it will be very much delayed. Uh, we'll see. Okay, so I think two people were having this concern, right? So let's
Yes,
continue few days with this timing, and really if something is difficult, we'll see. Okay.
okay, sir.
Because most of the people after 8, right, they need to travel in India, right? So those kind of things are there. Yeah, if you don't have any questions, yeah, no questions, we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. I'll share these notes and recording with you.
Yeah, Shenu.
Yeah.
Yeah, for developing, we need some coding experience. Anything is required.
See, basically, I explain everything from basics, right?
Okay.
Starting with what is a program, right? So when you say a program, I'll compare the program with the English language, what we write on day to day, right? From there, I start and explain all the basics and explain what we need for Salesforce, right? I'm not expecting any one of you to know some language already. Okay, so we'll be discussing from the scratch. Okay, any other questions? Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.